This nuclear disaster in Japan and the concern around the world, it's a rather fascinating discourse. And as usual, I think I have a solution. You see, I've always been advocating that before you start an action, you need to look at both sides of the issue. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, well, what are you going to do? So that I want to allow the manufacturer of a product when somebody doesn't understand the end, how it's going to affect everything and so on, or what to do about it. In other words, if we're making a product that the end product is kind of like undestructible, then it's going to be an environmental hazard. So that why not make it in such a way that perhaps people will recycle it back, and you could spare the natural resource and limit the amount of damage out there. So let me come to the nuclear problem. Why could these fellows have built another portable plant? In other words, especially the cooling aspect, so to avoid a meltdown. So, in case of an earthquake or any other disaster, make it available so that you can get these rods out of where they're at and put them in this mobile place to keep on cooling. You'd have to try all kind of extraordinary maneuvers to see if you can make what has been destroyed workable. So you have a portable platform. You take out those rods, you put it in something, and you just put it where hook it up back to something else and let it keep going. So unless this is how they're going to look at, I don't understand what they're doing. So Japan, I know that you're a wise set of guys over there. You have all the answers and everything else. You come with some creative products. Didn't you think that you needed to have a temporary cooling system so that now that the tsunami came, you're going to take it from where it's at and put it into something else to keep cooling it so that you don't have this meltdown, this environmental problem. Same thing could have done with Chernobyl. Now that you know about it, Japan, I hope that other nations now are going to take note and find how you can have a temporary cooling system. So if it's a blast, if it's an earthquake, whatever, you can minimize the long-term exposure or leak or emission of this radioactivity by simply taking the rods out and putting them in this mobile cooling system. A word to the wise is sufficient. Gracias.